Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new video here on the channel. And on today's video I will be discussing the Bitcoin price action, because right now I think Bitcoin is starting to get a little bit dangerous here. So on today's video I will be explaining to you guys out there about why I do think Bitcoin is looking dangerous on the chart here. So guys, without any further ado, don't forget to right away slap up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course ring the bell notification so you will be definitely not miss out on any of the further content out here on this channel. And with that being said guys, let's jump right away towards the content. So yesterday, or earlier today, I gave you guys an update here about the market, and I said to everyone, of course, that we were holding on towards the 42.3k, but as soon as we're going to fail to hold on towards it, we're going to look for a little bit of lower targets. And like you can see here right now on this 1 hour candle close over here, we lost the range low. We formed once again another lower low on the market, together with of course losing this horizontal range here. I'm starting to get a little bit worried here, because of course as soon as Bitcoin does lose this support line, we're going to look at the next zone, and of course the next retracing zone for me right now is going to be the 41.3k. So in my opinion right now, Bitcoin is looking a little bit more bearish here, and could be of course retraced all the way down towards 41.3k here. And that is of course a particularly good signal for us for accumulating a potential new long position of course on the market. But right now of course Bitcoin could definitely bounce as well from this point here. Why am I saying so? Is because of course yes, there is indeed some horizontal support on this level here, but of course there is definitely a range that we're right now trading on where Bitcoin potentially could be bouncing up. But the main reason why I do think that there is indeed still a potential reason that Bitcoin could be bouncing from off this level is of course the momentum indicators. Of course it's not the RSI that's right now once again forming a lower low and of course continuing its downtrend, because I always say the trend is your friend till it ends here. And of course for me the trend is always your friend as long as I do not see a reversal signal here on either the RSI here. But of course on the MACD right now it is looking pretty interesting, because the price action forming lower lows right now on the 1 hour time frame, and the MACD is forming higher lows. So indeed we are seeing some sell pressure getting lost right now in the 1 hour time frame, and that is of course a bullish signal, and that could be leading towards maybe a potential continuation later on here. But of course it doesn't say necessarily that Bitcoin has to be bouncing right now here, because Bitcoin could easily come down and then starts to be bouncing towards the upside of course. But for me the main real time frame to see whether I do know that Bitcoin is going to be bouncing or Bitcoin is going to be finding a short-term bottom or a local bottom basically is going to be the 4 hourly time frame. Of course the 4 hourly time frame is definitely a time frame I will be looking at. What we can currently see in the 4 hourly time frame is that we definitely lost this a crucial level of support here of the 42.6k. like you can see, previous support, previous resistance, previous support, and once again over here as well support. So you can clearly see this has been a pretty critical level on the 4 hourly time frame. And of course as soon as we did lost this level, I was starting to get of course a little bit more worried of course, and that's of course not a good thing necessarily to see on this market. So as well right now we can see clearly that Bitcoin, since it's coming down from this point here, Bitcoin of course is forming once again a little bit of a wick on the lower side. Does this mean that Bitcoin is going to bottom out here? No, I don't think so. What are the levels that we could be looking at is of course this upper sloping support line over here. Bitcoin could be creating a major symmetrical triangle. These are levels that I do expect Bitcoin could be starting to be bouncing back very strongly from off. Of course you can clearly see we have formed this downward sloping resistance line from the highs very significantly, and of course this downward sloping resistance line from the highs is basically a level that formed already more than 5 or 6 touch points on this trend line. And of course it got us rejected once again yesterday on the market, and right now as soon as we're going to touch the lower side, we first of all are probably going to create a major bullish divergence on the RSI, just like we're doing so right now here, because the 4 hourly RSI forming lower lows on the RSI, higher lows on the price section. So we are indeed forming some hidden bullish divergence on the RSI right now. What is of course particularly looking bullish of course, and that could be resulting in a bounce here, but it doesn't necessarily take away that Bitcoin can't go towards the lower side. And for me on right now, I definitely want to be seeing Bitcoin touching this lower side of support, and then we could be starting to create this massive consolidation pattern here. So is Bitcoin right now done for this correction towards the downside? No, I do not necessarily think so, because the trend is your friend till it ends here, and here we were trading in a higher low, higher high structure, and right now we are forming a lower low, lower high structure. So for me the trend is your friend here, and I will be definitely aiming for targets around the 41.3k before I'm really going to say the market has been bottoming out on this current current correction towards the downside. Yes, I'm extremely bullish for the long term, but you guys already know that, and I'm not going to be necessarily bearish on that here because yeah, I mean, I'm currently still stacking up on my bitcoins. Only what I want to be saying to you guys here is what I exactly think here on the imminent short term for me to call, of course, a bounce or not here. So guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching towards this new update video here in the market. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Of course, let me know by smashing up the like button if you do enjoy the content. But with that being said, guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.